Hello! I'm wearing my fishing hat and my fishing shirt because I have the day off today. I snuck into the office so I can record this and do a couple other little things before we take off for our favorite fly fishing area. It's going to be me, my two sons, my beautiful daughter, and my wonderful little nephew, Jaron, gets to go with me today. We were getting ready, and I was remembering a time when we were in Florida for a series of meetings. Every morning, my two sons and I would get up from the hotel. We'd walk over to the 7-Eleven. My son Matthew and I'd get a cup of coffee, and Timothy would get some kind of super cool, in vogue drink from the cooler section. Then we'd walk back and take, 30 minutes or so to sit in this beautiful outside area and just talk and get caught up before we took off in 100 different directions. One particular morning, while we were walking out of the store, a man was walking in. He looked me in the eye and said, "How are you today?" Normally, what would come out of my mouth would be something fairly sane, but because I was so physically and mentally exhausted, I looked this man in the eye, and out of my mouth came this: "Well, good." That's right. The man walked even faster to get into the safety of the store, and as soon as the doors closed behind him, my son burst into laughter. They spent the rest of our time that week laughing and joking, and every time I'd say, "How are you? Where are you? What are you doing?" all I would hear was, "Good," and they'd burst into laughter again. That's been a while, and even to today, I'll get an email, a text message, a phone call, or even a physical response from them when I ask a question that just says, "Good." When I think about that day, it reminds me of a wonderful proverb. It's in chapter 1, and it's verse 23, and it's the one that says, "He who guards his mouth and tongue preserves his soul from harm." What comes out of your mouth can never be taken back. Many of us spend a lot of time protecting our money, protecting our vehicles, protecting family and houses. You know, money and vehicles, they can all be stolen. I've lived in the inner city, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But what comes out of your mouth, it stays forever. Every exchange that you have with a person, you're exchanging something of importance. Each time you speak, you're exchanging something good or bad. I want to encourage you to guard your mouth and your tongue. Even when you're tired, when you're frustrated, even when you disagree or you're upset with someone, make sure that what comes out of your mouth is something that will benefit and not harm, because it can never be taken back. How many relationships have been destroyed? How many marriages live in bitterness? How many of our children sometimes want nothing to do with us because of the words that have come out of our mouth? You can make a difference today in someone's life simply by saying something kind. Simply by making sure that what comes out of your mouth is something that will benefit and bless them rather than hurt them. Well, I'm Stephen Zemanek. I'm headed to the fly fishing river. I'll see you next time.